Welcome to the Real P&L Trading Show, where every week I share my real accounts, each tied to a specific trading system so you can see exactly how each strategy performs in real time. And I also share my safe wheel strategy for free here. Let's see if you guys can hear me okay. Make sure my tech is working. Let me know, give me a little bit of feedback. And also be sure to post any questions you might have before the end of the broadcast. I always want to make sure that I answer all the questions, and sometimes those questions come in a little bit late, and I want them to kind of get in there. All right, so I'm going to start with you guys. I'm assuming you can hear me okay and see me okay. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the earnings edge. What happened? Thank you, Kevin. You can see my screen here. This is my earnings edge account. What happened last week? Well, last week I traded TSM. You can see TSM is probably my best. Yeah, you can see I've made the most off of TSM here this year. Traded TSM last week, and I'll show you the spreadsheet here. Made $1,494, which is excellent. Since my update to my 3.0 system, my record is 19 wins, 2 losses. I got over a 90% win rate. My average win is $1,055. My average loss is $874. And you can see how the earnings edge did in 2022, up 63%. Market was down around 20. In 2023, the earnings edge did 17%. The market was up 24. In 2024, the earnings edge was down 36%, and the market was up 23. And so far, well, I'm going to go ahead and put my net lick in there, and we'll see what is going on so far this year. So this is my earnings edge account. 23,259. 23,259 is what my net lick is. 23,259. 259. You can see that I'm up. I started the year with $6,053, and I'm up $17,206. So I'm up 284%. Doing quite well. Turned a $6,000 account into a $23,000 account this year. So what's SPY doing? It's at 670.35. It's up again. So the market is up 14.5% year to date, and the earnings edge is up 284% year to date. And on a risk-adjusted basis, just ballparking it, it's up 146 versus this should be here. This should be this cell here, H30. I don't know why that changed. Okay, whatever. Anyways, I'll fix that later. 14.49 is what it is. Okay. All right, so there you go with the earnings edge. Obviously, another good trade. This 3.0 system's doing quite well, 19-2, up tripled the account, almost quadrupled the account actually so far. So earnings edge doing great this year. All right, let's talk about the Premier Level 5, the PL5. Let's talk about what's going on with the PL5. So I have this, I started this July 19th, 2024. This is closely tied to the S&P 500. And you can see in the last half of 2024, it was up 16%. The market was up 6.65. And the current, let's see here, let me get to the actual account and net liquidation value. So I got to go to that account. I believe it's this one. And yeah, 432,500. Okay, 432. It keeps changing. 380. 432,380. But it's close enough, right? 432,380. So it's up from last week. 380. Okay, so far this year, I'm actually down 7% on this PL5 Pro. I hope to get to the end of the year and actually be ahead. I have not had a losing year with this system. So this might be the first year, but I think I might be able to pull it out. We're going to see. Obviously, the market's up 14.5%, underperforming there on a risk-adjusted basis. Obviously underperforming also with the PL5 Pro. But overall, right, since I started July 19th, 2024, I'm up 7%. The market's up 22 on a risk-adjusted basis because I get about half of the risk of the market with this system I'm up 14% versus 22. So still underperforming a little bit. I anticipate this to not underperform the market in the future. Obviously, in bull markets, I might underperform a little bit, but once the market starts going down or sideways, I'm going to catch up and surpass. Is what I believe will happen, and we'll find out. Here's the PL5. Let's talk about the PL5. I trade this account in Interactive Brokers. I can't show the whole account or it'll show my account number, so I have to kind of bring this over here. So 34,921 is the net lick, 34,921. So it's up from last week, 34,921. And you can see that I started this on July 16th, 2024. So the last 6 months, I was up 10.2. The market was up 3.9. This year, I'm up 5.6. The market up 14.5. Overall, I'm up 16.4%. The market's up 19. So I'm trailing a little bit. Risk-adjusted basis, the risk is approximately the same. PL5 might have just slightly more risk than holding the S&P, but it's approximately the same. And so, 16.4 to 19. So I'm down maybe 2.5%. Trailing the market, which is not too bad considering what happened in April with both of these systems, the PL5s. Okay, so doing well. And the safe wheel. Let's talk about the safe wheel. Let me look at that account. See if I can pull that thing back up. Let's get into the safe wheel account. This one here. 5660. 5660. So let me see if I can get that spreadsheet back up. 5660. So it's down a little bit. Okay, safe wheel this year, 2025. Now this is, I'm not necessarily going to always outperform with the safe wheel. I don't expect it to always outperform the market, but I do expect it to have low drawdowns, and it is a great way to learn how to trade options. I can't paper trade. I mean, people can paper trade if they want, but me, I don't pay attention when I paper trade. I don't take it serious. So I like to trade real money, and throwing a little bit of capital at the safe wheel and being safe and learning, I think, is the best way to go. So in 2025, it's up 3.28%. The market's up 4.49. And you can see in 2022 outperformed the market. So in the down markets, it does quite well, or this particular way that it went well. A lot of people that are running the safe wheel, if they're running the safe wheel, they're going to get probably different results than what I get. But if they're running the PL5 or the PL5 Pro, they're going to get very similar results to what I get. So the 2022 up 21%, the market down 19. 2023 up 5.39%, and the market's up 24. 2024 is down 14%, and the market was up 23, so underperformed there. And underperforming a little bit in 2025, up 3.28, where the market's up 14.49. Actually not underperforming a little bit, underperforming by quite a bit. So you can see overall, the safe wheel's up about 13.2%. The market's up 41% in that same time period. So the market's doing quite well now, probably hitting its average, around 10%. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not quite 4 years, so up 41%. So the market's probably hitting its average for the last 4 years now, finally. And it was down quite a bit and had quite a ways to catch up, and it looks like it just finally did. We'll see what happens by the end of the year, whether it stays up this much or not. So that is a safe wheel. Now I've got to trade the safe wheel. Now, interesting what happened last week. I actually made an error with the safe wheel. Let's see, am I in the safe wheel account? I actually made an error with the safe wheel account. I think this might be my first error. It's been almost 4 years that I've traded this account. I made my first error. It's not a major error. It's a minor error. But you can see here that I own TSM. So I went in to buy my $5 call on Friday, and I actually bought TSM instead of Intel. And that's probably because, I traded TSM in the earnings edge and kind of had TSM on the brain. And then TSM and INTC, they're kind of similar, tech stocks. So, I kind of didn't kind of make the right judgment call there, and so I ended up buying a $5 call on TSM, like I would have bought. So maybe I lost $5 or something like that. But didn't realize it until the market was already closed, so I couldn't do anything. So I'm going to have to go in and buy another $5 call on Intel, and I'm going to sell this one out. It looks like I made a little bit of money on this call, and first thing I'm going to do is just get rid of this thing because it shouldn't be in here. Let's see what I'm going to get for it. Maybe 11, mid price 15. So I made a little bit of money off of it, which is cool. I probably would have made money on that other call too, or it would have been up. I wouldn't have closed it today. But let's close out this TSM thing, this trading mistake that I made. And let's go into Intel. I'm going to buy the $5 call. I used to buy them on Mondays anyways, but I'm going to buy that $5 call that expires at the end of the week right now, which I should have bought on Friday, but I didn't. So let's do that. Maybe it's this one here that I might be able to get for $6. I don't know. Let's see. No, mid $7. I'm not going there. So I'm going to go to this one. Might be able to get it for $4. Mid 8. Nah, that's not right. I'm going to buy this call right here. Wait, am I doing it again? Let me make sure. I almost made the same mistake. Okay, so let's put in Intel and get rid of here. All right, let's make sure I'm in the right stock this time. Okay, and let's go $5. Ooh, Intel's got some pretty heavy premium going on here. It's gonna be nice to sell some premium. Might be coming into earnings. Okay, so this one here, maybe $5 or $6, the $48 call. I'll pay $6. I won't pay $7. Let's just go in and buy that. This is the right Intel. Yeah. Okay. All right. So now I have my long call, which I should have bought on Friday, but I made a mistake here. But would have cost me $5 at the worst case, but I think I made a little bit of money off of it. So, like I said, I was thinking if I made a mistake, you guys might let me know if I've made a trading mistake in this account. It's been almost 4 years. I think this is the first one I've ever made. All right, so I'm trading Intel. First thing I want to do is take a look at my hedges, and so obviously this hedge is good, the $5 one. I just bought it. Now I have the $28 strike price. So I want to know if this hedge right here, I have 3 questions. Number 1, do I need to sell it to make it pay off? The answer is no, because I would need to own 200 shares of INTC for that to happen. Next question is it under 100 days till it expires? No. And the next question is 28 within 70% of 3773. Is it close enough to protect me? So 28 divided by 37.73, it's 74%. So it's close enough. It's not under 70. So I don't need to do anything with my hedges. My hedges are good. Now that my hedges are good and in place, I need to run the traditional wheel at this point on INTC. So I'm going to go in here, make sure INTC is there. I'm going to go at the end of this week, and I'm going to sell a put because I don't own any shares. I'm not trying to write a covered call. And I want to get it out of the money. And I want to get at least like 38 cents for it. So here I can go to the 35.50 and get at least 38 cents. So I could sell this one, but I'm always going to go one back and collect a little more premium. So I'm going to sell the $36 put. I'm going to do one of those because of my sizings between $5,000 and $10,000. So I'll do one of these and 3 put hedges. And the mid price is 57. And I'm going to collect $57 approximately. We'll see what I can get here. Yeah, 57. Okay. So I got that filled. So I collected another $57 here. All right. So everything's good. I might get assigned at 36. I'm protected at my $28 range. And so I have my traditional wheel, ABC, always be collecting. I'm always collecting premium. That's what I did today. And so here I am collecting premium. And that is the wheel for today. All right, let's take a look at any questions or comments you might have. Kevin says, good morning. Good morning, Kevin. Avery reminds you to hit the like button. Um, I'm going to remind you also, you can get this Safe Whale strategy, the whole thing, the whole masterclass. I have every little detail put out there. I've got the flow chart. I've got exactly what to do when. It's a black and white system. There's no questions. And you can learn a lot, especially if you don't know the wheel strategy. This is really going to help you. But if you do know the wheel strategy, it's going to help you hedge the wheel strategy. So you might like the wheel strategy. Or if you don't know anything about options, it's a really good course to learn about options. And for now, for a limited time, it's actually free. I'm making it free for a limited time, and you can hit the link in the description and get access to the course for free. The whole course. I used to sell this I've sold it many times for $495, but it's free for you today. Just hit the link in the description and you'll get into the course, and also the community, and also the alerts. Okay, so what's going on today? Tom, good morning. How you doing? Kevin, I appreciate your feedback and letting me know that you can hear me okay. And Finn Advisor says, can you place a link of the strategy? Sure. There's a link in the description of this video. Oh, so you want that link right now into this chat. I can do that, but it's going to take me a minute. Yeah, I can put a link. Avery, maybe you can grab a link to the course and throw it in there. I don't know if I can get to it quick enough, but that's actually not a bad idea to post that link in there. I might be able to put that link in there. Okay, is there any other questions or comments? I'm going to go ahead and pull that link. Let me see. Just give me a second here, and I'll pull that link and I'll put it in there right now if I can just get access to it. Yeah, just give me a second here and I'll pull that link out. And copy. Okay, I've got it. I've got it. I just got to put it in there. Okay, so there you go. There's a link. Let's see, question. So in the last year, it broke even. Is that correct? Well, let's take a look at what it did last year. No, last year I think it was down. So the Safe Wheel you're referring to? No, the Safe Wheel was down last year, and it was up during the 2022 grind down market. It was up. It outperformed by about 40%. These bull markets doesn't look like it's doing quite as well during the bull markets. That's not to say that it won't do well during a certain bull market, but we've been in bull markets in 2023, 2024, 2025. We did have a crash earlier this year, so it did quite, it's obviously doing okay there. But there's your numbers for how it's done. But, the strategy is mainly to learn how to trade, but also, it could make money too. Obviously, it's made some money. Finn Advisor says, thanks, you're welcome. Yeah, there you go. There's your link. All right, I appreciate you guys. Now, also, don't forget that you can get access to this Safe Wheel strategy absolutely free. I used to sell it, like I said, for $495. So I would hit that link in the description. It is available for a limited time. All right, I don't see any more questions or comments, so I'm going to go ahead and say what I always say at the end. If the P&L is not real, what else are they trying to conceal? I'll be back next week. I appreciate you guys.